Hanging out in a cafe, let's hope my date shows up soon.
So nice.
QRX.
Hello, everybody. Sure, thank you very much. Hi-oh. I hope your date shows up very soon. Sure, thank you so much for the tier 3, by the way, man. Thank you, thank you. Damn you, TTS. Did it not say it right? I think it said hello, Alex.
I don't know what to say.
Technic, dude. I don't even know what to say half the time either, man. How is everyone doing? How is... Rev level 2 to unlock 30%. What the hell? Rare gifted... What? What did it say? I got a pop-up. Rare hype train? Oh, interesting. Twitch really does add a bunch of weird features that they don't tell anyone about. I'm having a good Sunday so far. My eye is still weird, though. It's better today, though. I think this is the first day where I genuinely feel like my eye is making me feel less dizzy. It's still there, though. Not going away, it seems, but... it's 1 a.m. here in the Philippines. What's so good about the MID.1 despite the name? It's small. It's small. I mean, this keyboard we're going to be looking at today is a small batch project. I will admit, I'm a little nostalgic with something like this. I'm a little bit happy that we get to see, my shirt's wrinkly, something small batch. I feel like we've been looking at very, like, I don't want to say corporate or, like, you know, well-known designers. Something that, you know, I feel like we've been looking at larger batch projects. I think there's something nice about looking at something that's been created with a specific vibe in mind, that's by someone who's an enthusiast, who's doing a very small batch of runs. D-Wood, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Woodfork gifted a tier 1 sub to Kokaleeks7.
Thank you, man. Have you seen the Jara 65? It's Porsche inspired. Yes. Apparently it's being shipped to me as we speak. I hope it arrives in time, but I don't know. We shall see. I feel like anticipating for Technoblade video while it's 3 a.m. here in the morning onto a different hemisphere. What happened? Sorry? What are you doing? Technoblade. That's is that a streamer or a YouTuber? I don't really know my other content creators very well. How are my toes? Good. I smashed one of them into a table again. I don't know, man. Honestly, I think I'm just bad with balance, I think. Also, hi, Death Crown. How are you doing? I'll pick it up depending on your review. Oh, this, or the Jara? It's pronounced with a ya. Ya? Fuck, dude. I suck at pronouncing this keyboard name. I gotta, like, really pronounce it afterwards. And lock it in. Yara. Okay. Oh, God damn, this is gonna be fucking hard to remember. How are you guys doing, though? How's the Sunday? How was your Saturday? I'm not gonna lie, guys. Yesterday, I did a little bit of work, just a smidge, and then I mainly ran some errands. And then after all the errands were done, I played Diablo 4 all afternoon. Mind you, I did play Diablo 4 while testing that Ryzen keyboard. 12 degrees does get a little painful. It's mildly uncomfortable, I would say. Not painful. Mildly uncomfortable after about 2 or 3 hours. It wasn't the most fun in the world. So that's going to have to go into, I guess, the second part of that review. After trying, dude, 12-degree angle, yeah, definitely hitting. Sorry if you've already mentioned it, but how are your eyes? My left eye is still feeling it. It's a little better today, but I also think maybe I just had enough rest today. I don't know. It's still, I can still see the floaty thing, but it's not as bad. Like, it's still there. I can see it right now. Booty Diablo? Okay, before you guys shit on Diablo, also, I only bought the base version of it. I don't know if there's anything extra you get with, like, the extra edition Diablo thing. Diablo 4, the new expansion pack, I was really let down with the other one. Like, I kind of stopped playing after whatever the last expansion or update was. Holy crap. The new update for D4 has me kind of going like, this is what Diablo should have been. I would say it's a slight mix of some aspects of D2. And I legitimately have put in, I'd say like a good chunk of hours so far into getting my character to like max level. The end game content really feels like there's so much more to do. It's not just like spamming bosses to get some epic gear and then pushing greater rifts. So they put a lot of ways you can play. And I think that's kind of what I really, really, really like. Really, really enjoying the expansion, man. If you guys have been looking into getting it, maybe wait for a sale, but legitimately, what a great update this is. The only thing I'm missing that I don't know why they didn't add is, you know how like in past seasons of Diablo, they had like seasonal rewards? And then, I don't know, I kind of miss that. Like I kind of miss being kind of rewarded for the season. That kind of stinks. I don't know why they took away that. They have so much awesome shit in the game right now though, man. Past that, though, that's all I'm probably going to play. Once I get bored of D4, I'm probably going to move on to PoE 2. I'm finally going to give PoE 2 like a proper full run through. But right now, I'm enjoying D4 a lot. I'm playing the new Warlock class. I don't know. Dude, can I say something? I feel bad. A lot of people have been telling me they've been picking up MX4s, the MX Master 4s, and they haven't been liking it. I really like mine. You guys can make fun of me for not liking... I hate Logitech products, usually. I actually really like it. It is nice. I don't know. This has been, like, legitimately one of my favorite Logitech projects, or products, in a long time. Probably the only thing I like from Logitech. But how are you guys? How was Saturday for you? Once I get it, I'll sell my MX4. LCOM Huge Plus. What is that? LECOM? The Wisal one is still good. Like, it's lighter, and if you like a light mouse, then I would say go for that Wisal one I tried. But I don't know. This is still, like, comfortable to me, so. I'm hoping she shows up. Are you guys arrive early or arrive late people? False, thank you so much for the prime,
GM
man.
Alex and gang.
Good morning, dude. I recently subscribed to your channel and I wanted to ask you what budget mechanical keyboard to buy for 75%. Probably the Evo. The Evo series is probably one of the best you can pick up, or the Neo 75 series. If you really want to go a bit more budget, just get the Bridge. The Bridge 75 is like legitimately one of the
Hello,
best 75s
Alex.
out there.
I hope you're well. I am going to be in London this July.
Oh, cool.
Maybe I'll also make my way over to Toronto and say hello.
You mean London, Ontario, right? It's always so confusing. Do you mean real London or London, Ontario? Alex, how is the Mercy O10 for you? I don't... Which one's that one there? I don't think I've tried that booty call. Let me see. I really don't think I've... I don't think I've tried this Mercy project. Is this the Otante Quattro? You know, I don't think I've built this yet. Have I? Yeah, I like the name Booty Call. I blame Alex. Now I'm into clacky keebs. I'm sorry, Curly. If you're getting the Bridge, get it from a good vendor. You might need their support. Yeah, actually, that's another thing I wanted to talk about quickly too, guys. I won't say names because I don't want to give anyone attention, but please make sure you guys are buying from reputable vendors. I want to thank you guys as well, because the vendor list that I run on my website is primarily dependent on what I order from other vendors. However, a lot of times it doesn't make sense for me to order from like Europe, Australia, India, stuff like that. I don't have any reason to order from them because it would cost me a shit ton. I rely on your guys' feedback for like rest of world stuff. Even like Asia, like I don't really order anything except maybe KBD fans once in a blue moon. Actually, not to lie, I definitely order from Swag Keys quite often. But if you guys feel like there's problems with vendors, please just let me know and I will act accordingly for the list. I do rely on what you guys tell me is good or not for other regions of the world. Yeah. Hope you're having a good day. Emailed you about my Vaza, but I still haven't heard back. Just want to make sure Bull is still shipping it. Yes, Tone. Reason why I probably haven't given you any updates is because Bull hasn't started shipping yet. But Bull has a list of what to send me for the Vasa Greens. It will be taken care of. Once it actually gets into transit, you'll probably hear from me. But actually, it should be this week. I'm pretty positive. But yeah, anything that you guys have emailed me about like commission-wise for the Vasa Greens, we're just pending right now. I'd like to let you know that I've made good experiences with this alexotos guy. Thanks, man. I just went to the gym today. I just got back, actually, like 40 minutes ago. And then I had some lunch. I did some 15 minutes of cardio. I did incline treadmill and a little bit of jogging. Burned about 110 calories there. And then, what else did I do today? I did chest press, biceps, seated rows. But the seated rows, I pushed myself on, and I'm not going to lie, like, I didn't have a huge amount of time to be at the gym. I kind of gassed myself out on seated rows. Flex check, I've only been going for like two and a half weeks. No, it's not either one of those. It's, shit, what is it called? Planet Fitness? Love the patina you did on someone else's recently. If I don't like the one from the factory, can you wipe it and redo? Absolutely. Can you actually send me another reminder about that, though? I'm probably going to forget. But Tone, if you can send me a DM about that, or just actually send it on an email if you can. Pump check. Guys, there's nothing. It's nothing here. Nothing here. It's the same as usual. I'm literally just trying to get myself more, not toned per se. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I was in terrible shape before. I think the gym's really helping me just like be a bit more active. I really think the cardio has been helping me the most. Yeah. The cardio has been like, I think the main thing I was trying to do. Alex, toned? Dude. Yeah, a little bit. Like, I don't think I was complete, like, I definitely want to get stronger, but it's going to be a bit of a process because I'm not going as much as I probably should to do that, but I'm going enough to where I'm feeling good going. I don't know. Does that make any sense? I feel like I do a lot of moving around, you know? So, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a good spot already. You know? Better than swole extos? Yeah, true, I guess. I'm not as committed to the gym anymore, but maintaining and staying active is also pretty fire. May participate in marathons. Yeah, dude, I think staying active is probably the goal. I think that's really it. Like, one thing I haven't been doing is core, which every time I want to do core at this gym, all the machines are taken. Like, all the stuff I want to do for core. But I've been basically doing legs and arms and chest and back. The core I'm going to try doing more at home. Just because the gym definitely is busy when I go. How do you keep your setup dust-free? Here's the thing, Tan. You can't. The most you could do is dust it. If you exist in this world, unfortunately, you create dust. It is an unfortunate side effect of existing. There's no nice way to put it. Dust, it gets created from our literal bodies. So, I don't know, man. Literally the only thing I use is, where's that little, I don't know where I put it. But you know the duster thing that I use, the one you click and just it blows all the dust? Use that. Use, what are those little wipes anymore? Not the wipes, like the little brushes, dust brushes. Can try those. I don't know. I go through once in a blue moon. I don't really do it that often. Just give things a wipe down. That's it. Swiffers. Yeah, Swiffers are good too. Not much you can do. I have 2 air filters, yet some finds the desk. Yep. So I just replaced our air filter, and like, it doesn't do anything. Like, you can go with the nicer air filters and stuff too, but you will get dust places. I even use this thing, which is supposed to be like a, well, not that you guys can see, but it's supposed to be like a air purifier, which is supposed to help a little bit with dust buildup. Doesn't do anything, man. Those blowers should come in handy. Yeah, I think using one of those like electronic. Don't get the compressed cans because those are terrible. You waste so many of those. I have a setup I leave on my desk during weekdays, and when I'm not at my desk as often, my more premium setup for the weekends when I'm at my desk more. A damn 2 setups. I wish. All right, shall we look at today's board? They also don't help against the dead skin falling everywhere. I can't be the only one. Well, yeah, it's going to happen, man. Like, even during winter months, believe it or not, winter months are the worst months for me dust-wise. Like, here's something that I haven't dusted in a while. Can you guys see the dust buildup on this? And a thumbprint for me clicking it? It's going to happen. You know? It's usually when my skin gets dry and my skin flakes, I get more dust in here. It's going to happen. Do you have air heating? Yeah. Anything you use will give you dust, basically. I have a trouble finding a keyboard that checks all my boxes. Any boxes rather, not bosses. Any general thoughts on the Frog TKL Ligera versus the Mode Sonnet versus Zoom? Go with the Mode Sonnet. I don't like the Frog TKL Ligera. I bought one with my own money, built it. I tried it like 3 different builds.
Alex's streams are like air purifiers for my whole day, less than 3.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, man. And then the Zoom 75, I think, is fine, but I do think the Zoom 75 has its fair share of like maybe QC stuff sometimes. I would just get this on it, man. Also, guys, where is it? Here. If you guys want, in 11 subs, we'll do a giveaway, and then we'll reset the counter for today too. I'll just tell you guys what the giveaways will be. I have 2 NV70s that we're going to be giving away, so should be brand new. Both of them should be brand new. I don't think I took them out for anything. Yeah, we have a lot that they gave us for giveaways, so. Alrighty. Well, today's board is the MID.1. Stands for Manual Input Device. Like I said, today's project's going to be a bit of a throwback for me. It is going to be sponsored. They did send over the unit for us to look at, and they did say we can keep it. We might give it away, just because I probably don't use 40s as much as I want to. They end up being kind of display pieces, so we probably will. But nonetheless, it is going to be a sponsored stream. Still going to give it as much criticism as I possibly can. This is an interesting little project. I will share the screen here in a moment, but I want to also give a shout out to the designer here, because not only is this going to be a bit more of a small batch project, so it will be a little bit more expensive, which, again, it makes sense when you're doing something very small batch, especially from one singular person. There is going to be a price that's involved with that. I don't think this is going to be a project for everyone, considering this is I think technically this is a 40%. But it's such a cool little special project. And I want to give, again, sorry, I'm going in circles, but to give a shout out to the designer here. They're doing a refundable deposit for the keyboard. And what I like what they're doing with this is they're holding reservations, so holding your place in line, and you will not be asked to pay the balance before production, which is really, really, really cool. So basically, if you change your mind, you can get refunded, and it's only $20. I like it. It's like a pre-sale for in stock, but you're just kind of holding your place. I think that's really nice. It kind of eliminates the stress of having to put $400 down or whatever I think the cost of the board is. It's over here somewhere. But let's take a look at it. Let me quickly share my screen. That's commendable. Yeah, I think that's really nice. I think we need more stuff like that. Hunting for a 65 EC, very silent port to leave at the office. Any recommendations? You know, you could go with the Bauer light with an EC unit. I don't know if they're for sale still, but that could be something to do. Oh, let me shrink the screen here. I don't know why I made it so large. 1 second. Blocking my face. All right. Here is the board. It is a cute little 40%. I can't click on this one here. But is a folded stainless steel enclosure, dual hi-fi inspired knobs, an indirect lighting system, which can't really see in this photo here. I'll show you guys afterwards. It looks pretty neat. And fully customizable in VIA and QMK. Pretty fun. Here's, though, that reservation stuff that I was telling you about. Jelen, thank you so much for the tier 1. Here's the indirect lighting. But it's cool. It's going to be a bit expensive. Again, this is only, I think they're only doing 40 units of these. You don't have to get it. You know, like, this is a small project. And again, I'm going to always go through this. This is not value oriented. This isn't. So the value thing here is out the window. If you like something like this that's a bit more niche and designed by someone who's into keyboards and in the hobby, who's trying to run something small, then so be it and support the project. But again, if you're looking for like, why would I spend $450 or is this worth $450? The answer probably, if you're asking that question, is going to be no. It's for someone who wants something specific like this or to support the designer. Now, I can still give you guys some criticism on that, like where would this be better suited? But I mean, we can see once we open everything here too. A lot of cool things. We'll go through this all when we actually open up the project here. Yeah, I will say this definitely has a unique feel to it. I can't say I've seen like a little 40 like this ever. Then they even have this it's supposed to double as like a lid and wrist rest, which is super cool, making it a fun little travel project. Love this, by the way. I was looking at photos of this because this is my first time looking at the website because they only launched the website today. Very, very, very cool travel aspect of the board. So very neat. Doubles as a wrist rest, like I mentioned. And then we have in a little tray. The tray is just a tray. You don't have to dive too deep into that. But fun. Very, very fun. And it's going to be about $450. And like I said, I really like the way they're doing their sales format here. But now we can actually open up the box. We did get all 3 pieces sent, yeah. So I guess what we should probably look at here, and I believe the only note that I have is I think the PCB is not finalized. Hold on, let me just triple check here. It's a reference PCB. Packaging notes. It's a production sample for the keyboard box, but should be pretty representative of the final box. Okay. And then the internal wrapping is temporary. The goal is to have paper and recyclable materials inside. All right. Like I said, I like little projects like this. It's always fun to look at stuff like this. Oh, this is neat already. So I think these are just, okay, these are parts. We have what looks to be like a packing list and a build guide and a manual here. That's cool. This is just a part. Let's put this to the side here. I mean, the packaging is nice. Not that you guys can really see it, but here's the board. So we'll just take out all these for now. You know what would slap since it's hi-fi oriented? Audio out. Okay, can I be honest? There's been some boards that have had audio out, and I've tried. And there's even stuff that I've tried off stream. I don't like having the cable plugged into the keyboard. The cable gets in my way all the time. I'm not big on it. I like having the cable off to the side where it doesn't get in my peripheral space. So here is the bottom. We have this felt sheet that goes here. Oh, this is neat. Inspect it, print it in the USA. Cool. The coating on this is really nice too. The finish. Oh, this is neat. Okay, a little dust from this guy, but we'll clean that off afterwards. Does it go this way? Yeah, it does go this way here. Having a location restriction on the quality setting for the stream is so funny. I don't know why Twitch does that, man. Trust me, I wish Twitch didn't, but they do. Here is our plates. And then we have, I believe this is the top piece. Regional, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, dude. What did we get sent? 2 layouts for this. Little HHKB style layout, and then a full layout. I think we'll do the full, right? That's the cooler layout to go with. I mean, this is so cool already. Twitch's buns. It's not that it's buns. Twitch just has its issues. How do you fix warped GMK spacebars? Ooh, there's some methodology to it. You have to be careful, though. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Like, I probably don't feel comfortable recommending you a certain way with GMK stuff. Okay, these are all accessories. Looks like we have our knobs. Okay, we'll have to open all of these. This looks like it's going to be more of an involved project, which I love. This is cool. It's a little board. Yeah, it's going to be a small little 40. We'll build the board first, and then we'll look at the other stuff for this. Here is our PCB. Are the encoders already installed? They are. That's awesome. All right, let's take a look at this PCB too. I still like Twitch, but I only watch you. LOL hasn't changed too much from the OG version. I remember watching game streams a decade ago. It's still comfy. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Here is our hot swap PCB. We have a lot of options on this. Good for them. Mounting. I mean, this is a nice PCB. I cannot complain. Obviously, for options, we have tons of spacebar options. Not much past that, but I don't think this really needs much past that. 2 knobs. Yep, we have 2 knobs on this. Tons of different ways we can... I don't even know how I'm going to do this. I think, just for the sake of for funsies, I might do a larger spacebar just for fun, because that's how I would use a 40. I know split is what everyone else probably would use, but I also don't have a lot of split spacebars. We have our lighting module here. Yeah, fun PCB. Can't complain. A-OK. Branding on this. Cool. I like how everything's labeled too. So P-O-I, that's nice. All right, we're gonna put this down for now. And then, I guess, let me go through this manual quick, because there's a few different parts I don't know what they're all for. Guys, okay, let me address the Nut 65. I got that on my own accord, all right? That's not a sponsored unit at all. When I have some time, I'll do it. I just haven't had the time to build the Nut 65. Every week I schedule it, I'm just like, I'll have a week this week. Something else pops up that I have to do, or that I hate saying this because it's not the truth, but like it is, I guess, that I feel more inclined to do because it's more relevant at the moment, or like there's a smaller time frame, and it's not like the Nut 65 doesn't have a lot of coverage already. So it's an internal battle. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Well, the Kafka with the Whisper switches got asked to delay that. So, all right. So here we go. Designed in Seattle, built with contributions from a whole bunch of different people here. That's awesome. Even some general care suggestions. A year of warranty. Wow. Nice. Okay, so does it give us like a little build guide here too? It does. Wow. So it's using a PCB gasket kind of component here. That is sweet. This is neat. Huge IKEA. It's giving me IKEA vibes as well. So it's telling us to do the PCB first. We'll definitely do that first here. Let me just grab a set of stabilizers. So it goes this way. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side for now, and then we'll pull it out when we need it. Classic manual. Yeah, very nice. No, this is all bent steel, I believe. Was it steel, the case material? It's kind of like the float, in a way. I think this is a more complex version of something like the float, in a more smaller form factor. Lovely manual, yeah. Alright, I don't know, I'm very happy with this. This is cool. Alright, let me quickly get some stabilizers here. Nice to see IKEA-style manuals. Yeah. What are you getting stabs? Do I have a 70 already done? I think I only need one stab, right? Yeah. I wonder if I have a stab that's already pre-assembled. I do. I'm just going to use this one. From the other board from the other day. This looks so sick, honestly. Yeah, and I'm going to reiterate, I don't think this keyboard's going to be for everyone. I think you have to like this particular style of board. I do think it is a fun little project, though. Any thoughts on the Ramanu 60? I saw a few extras on Delta Kiko. I have no clue. Did they end up making more content about that, or has anyone posted content about that? I'm honestly not sure. Crummy, you don't have to apologize, man. How you doing, man? If the case is relatively cheaper to make than the CNC board, I'm glad everyone involved gets paid. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna... Let me try to word this properly. I'm not gonna say that this is not worth the price, but I also am a firm believer that companies, especially smaller companies, like more mom pop kind of things, they can't just be running on fumes and $0. I don't mean to get into the weeds because this has nothing to do with this particular board, but like I've seen over the years of doing keyboard stuff, so many people not feel pressured, but almost like feel the need to be super competitive with pricing, and they're not making money on keyboards, and that ends up being the downfall of why their business ends up failing. And you know, I think there was this huge push for just like cheap. Like no one should be making money. It all should be done through passion, and it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So it's not necessarily saying people need to make, you know, exorbitant amount of money, but there needs to be a reason, or sorry, an amount of money that gets made, so the company can end up supporting future projects or the project it's being sold, right? So this is the other thing that I thought was really cool about this board too. I have to actually double check where this is all being fabricated, but this is all being done by like apparently smaller fabricators and vendors. So all the parts, from what I understand, maybe not the PCBs. But it is really cool, and then it's all being QC'd and inspected by the designer of the board. So leather parts are being made by hand, designed, and being designed by the designer as well. I don't know if the leather parts are being designed or made by the designer, but it's really interesting. But I think it's being made, at least I feel that, like even unboxing this right now, it's being made to be a bit more small batch and bespoke. Maybe? I don't know who makes this PCB. Usually the fabricators don't put like their mark on anything, but a giveaway, Crummy. Present. Hi, Keeb. All right. Let's grab just, I need two. That's it. And where did I put my, here it is. Gamba. Does anyone know where KeyMat is located? Oh, shoot. I don't know where exactly in the EU. But they've been around for a while now.
God damn.
What the hell? Crummy? Alright, we'll run the giveaway here as I put some stuff into the PCB. Thank you, man. So this is going to be for an NV70, and then I'll reset the counter, or we'll just leave it. And if we hit 100 subs, we'll give another NV70 out. Let me just quickly set this up. NV70. Go for it, guys. You guys can join. That's a cute PCB. I actually really like the PCB. It's very cool. Screwdriver. Where the fuck is it? There it is. All right. I was assembling something non-keyboard related the other day, and it was using Phillips head screws. And let me tell you guys, I had to drill it in. Oh, man. I went to go install, it was a light fixture basically, right? I went to go install one of the Phillips head screws.
So nice.
And it stripped almost immediately. And my drill wasn't even going that fast. I literally chucked it, bro. And then I found some hex screws of the same size basically and used those instead. But my God, I don't know whose idea it was to put Phillips head screw in like a light fixture. Terrible screw head, dude. Even you can just see, like, as I was screwing it in, with the flakes of metal everywhere. I think they were also just terrible quality Phillips head screws too. Thank you, R9. I appreciate you, man. I hate that. Yeah, it was awful. All right. Now, I did take out some switches. This is a nice plate, actually. I wonder, I'm a little concerned. I hope the coating on this doesn't interfere with installing the switches. But let me go with the switches now. I already did these sets of stabs. I actually, long story short, I built a keyboard the other day. And I went to go install the stabilizers. It was for a client. It was off stream. And then they DM'd me asking for another very specific set of stabs. So I just took them out. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this, so I just kind of have a bag or two of pre-assembled stabs. You are my new comfort streamer. Only reason I use Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully I'm comfy to watch. That's all I want to do. And now, I was going to use some Key Geek ashes. What do you guys think? Oh, I haven't drawn yet. If you guys want to join the giveaway, it's exclamation point tickets. Here, we'll draw in like 30 seconds. Little Key Geeks. Now, do I remember how to take these out? I hope Whiplash is doing well. All right, we're gonna draw in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just, again, just the usual things here. I do ask you guys pay for shipping. It's usually not much though. Close giveaway, draw a winner. Dirty Dishes, congratulations. Congrats, dude. Let me quickly put you on my list here. Wow. I'll give you the thing to fill out probably tomorrow morning. Congrats, congrats. By the way, there's only one shipment I have not shipped out from the last giveaway, and it's the Class 100 because it's such a big board. So I know Cairo sometimes frequents the stream, but it'll be shipped out hopefully this week. I just got a box big enough. This is for an NV70. Congratulations, Dirty. Can you send me a DM on Twitch? I think this will be a fun switch choice for this. Opinion on Hamu stabs. Hamu makes stabs? Hi, Alex Green from Italy. How are you? I do have Shoshin. You know, dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw this board, I was like, MTNU would be sick on this. And then I went to go try to find my one MTNU set, and I don't know where I put it. But I feel like MTNU on a 40 would just be the best choice. This is cute already, man. I'm really liking this. This is a fun little project. It's actually a really nice PCB. I'm going to give it a props to this whole design here. Even having like the mounting on the PCB like this with like gaskets. This is interesting. Dude, this is an EC project. Would go pretty hard too. No, it wasn't a MTNU set that's like a full set. It was an MTNU set that's it was a prototype set, I believe. It doesn't have, I don't have all the keys for it. Pretty sure. Yeah, you remember the wob one I had? I don't know where I put it. I think I lost it in the move. Oh, I meant to ask you guys a question, actually. Okay, I'm not going to go get it right now, but... So, I was going through a whole bunch of stuff, and I found a whole bunch of, random keycaps that I probably will never use. I'm pretty sure some of them are full sets. Meme, thank you so much for the dono. But I don't know if you guys want some of those. I was thinking about bringing them to the Toronto meetup and maybe just having like a grab container. I don't think I want to sell them because I don't even know what they are. So
nice.
maybe I could put a few, but Sentient, thank you so much for the Prime. Sorry, I meant switches. Sorry, best stabs for Neo 75C. If you want the best stabilizers, just get Night Stabs. Night Stabs or Type Plus. Night Stabs are just easier to use. Or, yeah, they're just easier to use. Frozen foods got smaller. Everything, shrinkflation on everything, man. I don't want to complain about food today, though. I was actually just complaining about this to another friend. I think I'm complained out. I definitely know what you mean. It is what it is, though. What am I supposed to say? I don't know, man. Spork, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Spork. Cherry Stab's Undisputed GOAT. I love my Cherry Stab. I need to order some more. I'm almost out. This is a 40%, yeah. What are these switches? These are Key Geek Ashes. They're actually quite nice. I don't think, just as like a little thing here, Whiplash has been great. I don't know what's going on with Whiplash at the moment. I probably, just as a precautionary thing, as much as I like scrubs, I would probably hold off on ordering until they're completely back. I believe they were just going through some personal stuff. I don't know it's been fully updated. I ordered from the start of the week. I will update if anything arrives. Okay. Yeah, I would just be careful. Obviously with anything, any vendor, you should always have some backup plan. I don't know if he still sells these, but these were containers he sold. These were extra things. I think he 3D printed these, but they're really cool. They remind me of Pez dispensers. Dude, this is such a neat 40. 3D printed themselves. You can still model them on the website. Oh, can you get the model there? Is there a link to this keyboard site? For this particular keyboard, ! Build. I believe the store is going live within the time frame we're looking at now too. So, speaking of vendor safety, does anyone know if Z Frontier's English web store is still safe to buy from? I have never had huge issues ordering from Z Frontier. I've ordered from them in the past, not recently. Do you guys have any comments or feedback? I don't know. Usually they're pretty good. Yeah, Z Frontier is usually pretty good. I always wake up at 1 a.m. just to watch alexotos streams. Thank you, Keeb. Good to know. I ordered a couple of months ago. Okay. Did you, what did you order? I ordered about 2 months ago, no issues? Okay. Yeah, I haven't had any major issues with Z Frontier ever. They're pretty good. Trust me, I've been removing vendors from the vendor list for even minor issues now. I think I've gotten a little bit more selective. I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but I'm trying my absolute best to not link at all to vendors who have issues at the moment. All right, this has been installed. Next up on our beautiful instruction manual here. So that's been installed. Next up, install PCB gaskets by squeezing them partially into the PCB mounting holes, then pulling them through. Install light box with screws. Okay. Fun. What are those circle things? These are for the gaskets. So I believe, that's not the gaskets. Which ones are the gaskets here? The only thing, if this is going to have a lot of parts, the only feedback I can maybe give is I would like to see some labels on these bags. I think that would be very helpful. So these are some screws. These are the knobs. Unsure what this is. Pretty sure these are also... Oh, here are the gaskets. What is up with key vendors? It seems to have so many issues running a store properly. The honest truth is because... Okay, before I install this. There are people who are great at doing keyboard stuff. There are people who are great at designing things and maybe even great at selecting products to sell. But it doesn't mean they're great at running a business. Even, I don't mean to get personal. I don't mean to be like, look at me type thing. So I'm just going to use myself as an example. I am technically a business. There are times where it stresses me out so much with certain aspects, and I don't even do as much as other vendors. But like from the service standpoint, or even just like random little things that I have to do, there is a lot of stresses. I mean, hell, even doing giveaways sometimes can get stressful. So I can't imagine doing larger scale things and then having things come up where you have to deal with it. Like, it's no joke. It's tough. You have to really be in the mindset and want to run a business. So, you know, and it's a thing that not everyone can do. It's a not for everyone kind of job. Partially into the mounting holes and pulling through those out. Okay. So, I think the way to do this is just... These are a little odd. I think maybe I would have liked to see a press fit version of this. The gaskets are a little funky. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do this, but it said to squeeze them partially through. Remember, all vendors starting out small businesses somewhat had issues. It takes time, like novel keys, for example. It does, yes. All right, so there's one. A little funky to get these through, but not completely impossible. Did Teo ever talk about why he took a step back? I think he did a video on it, no? He did a video, but I think even from a content side of thing, man, like, content creation gets stressful, dude. Especially doing reviews in, like, a small space like this where kind of everyone knows you. I don't know if he talked too much about that, but, like, I'm sure that also weighed on his decision a little bit, too. Because there are days, dude, there are days you don't feel like being social, you know? Not everyone's built to be like that 24/7. Oh, wait, there's two skinnier gaskets. What are these skinnier ones for? Let me see. I just realized that. I think I'm using the thick ones. Oh, I think these ones here are for feet or something. Or maybe I am supposed to use the small ones. Let me see. This is why I think maybe having some labels on them would be nice. Is it the skinnier ones or the thick ones? You know, I'm not 100% sure. Because there's like skinnier feet. And maybe it is these ones here, because these maybe it would be easier. It's funny how IKEA it feels. Yeah, it definitely feels very IKEA. Oh, here, hold on, let's see. Okay, so the thicker ones are the PCB gaskets. There are some labels on this. I'm just not seeing it. Gonna try trading GMK sets up to a Kohaku. Good luck, my friend. Trading is also very, very tough. I've heard now Geist is shipping things again or something. I don't know, man. Geist is so strange what's going on with that business, man. I have no clue to tell you guys. Like, no insight, nothing. So, I wish I could tell you more, man. Okay, the only thing I'm not 100% on, like I said, I just kind of wish they added a different method into installing these. I feel like what they could have done with these gaskets is made the top portion of the gasket a little thinner so it fits in nicer. I'll just cut myself a little bit. My dry hands did not help there. All right. I would stay away until they build more trust for Geist. Well, I think Geist is at a point now where I think they're done. Like, I don't think people are ordering from them anymore. Zahid, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't order from them, and I like their designs. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. All right. Next up, it's said to install the light box. So, we got to do that. And this is the light box here. So these are really, I think these are definitely harder gaskets, and maybe going with something a bit softer would be easier to install here. But then what we're doing is we're putting on this here. Let me just triple check. Is that how that looks? Yes. Okay. Oh no. It goes this way. My mistake. Does it go that way? No, it does not. Hold on a second. I'm doing this wrong. Where is it? Oh, it's this way. I had it totally incorrect. And it goes like this. Okay. The schema seems to have a bit more of a Geist design language, so I might go for that instead. I don't have any more photos to show you guys, only the few renders. Once we get them actually done, I'll show you guys. Okay, screws now. These are spare stuff. Let's not use that. These are the screws. No, I don't think there's any recovering from what Geist has been doing lately either, to be completely honest with you guys. Like, I really don't think so. Sick. My hands are so dry. I want to put some hand cream on. 1 second. Hand cream. There you are. What's up, guys? You built that $200 0 degree board like the Geist not too long ago. Yeah, there's also that board to pick up too if you want. All right. Screws. And it's said to use... What screws am I using here? I think all the screws are basically... Oh no, there is some smaller screws. I'm going to use some flathead ones. So I think it's these two right here. Perfect. Which board had design flaws? I feel like there's been a few boards recently where I haven't been 100% super duper happy with them. Like, they're almost there, but we go through phases, man. Been trying to get your switch drops where they sell almost instantly. Is there a timer day? You know, you can always just commission me. You're guaranteed for the commission. It just takes like a week. But if you're the in-stock ones that sell and I ship out usually in a day or two, those are just like leftovers from like people who commission me and then like abandon the order, or like people who refund things. I actually have a batch of switches that well, if you guys are interested, this might go up on the website today. This was for someone and then they asked for something else. This happens often. So, and I don't mind this, by the way. Like, I can sell these. So these might go up. There's also a set of Milky Yellows that I did for myself that I ended up changing my mind on. Like, for a build. So, okay. Next up, we have install diffuser on the lighting module We're doing this one here next. And then install knobs on rotary encoder. Okay. Diffuser down into the connector. Okay. So, let's... The knobs I'll put here for now in these. The badly done ADA. Oh, the slate. I don't think the slate was that bad. I don't think it sounded the best though, and I think mainly because it probably needed a lighter gasket inside. Okay, so this is interesting. So we screw this in together here. Does it say about the diffuser? Okay. So 2 little screws into this one. I like how everything seems to have the same screw head for now. That might change though. So here is this little, and this just sits into here. Oh, that's cool. So it just plugs into this little lighting module slot. I vibe with that. Well, I think there's definitely, this is a very non-traditional build. So I definitely want to make sure I'm building it correctly. That is actually really neat. All right, so that's number 1 done here. Then we do the knobs. I don't know if the knobs need to be done right now, but we'll do it. We'll follow the instructions. And what bit does this need? Same bit? Same bit. Very nice. Guys, don't argue. You guys, here's the beauty of it, okay? Everyone's gonna have different opinions on different projects in the hobby. There is no need to get upsetty spaghetti at one another. And I think that's the beauty of it. We're all able to like different things, you know? Oh, I didn't put this one here down enough. Damn, now I want spaghetti. Don't we all? Oh. Maybe I had it right the first time. I did, okay. Beautiful. Knobs are installed. I'm curious though, we know what a 65% layout is. There's also a 70, but what would be a 69% layout? The nut. That's the 69% one. That indeed it is. Oh, I'm just speaking in general. Well, you guys don't agree? I think the nut would be a 69% layout. Even if it isn't really actually one. Alright, next up, the bottom of this. So we're going to have to install a few things here. Looks like we're putting in daughter board and feet. Take this away for now. Same idea. Okay, these are way easier to do. I kind of wish this durometer was actually for the gaskets on the PCB as well. This is so much easier with these ones. So little note to the designer here. Perhaps the same durometer, if it's possible, the same hardness. These are way easier to do. Can I please use this for a week? I have such a love for 40% visually. I'm really bad at typing on them, man. But they're so pretty. Like, I do have a small little collection of 40s. Hello, gasket. Or a foot, I should say. Show us the Alex 40. I have it right beside me. I'll show you guys in a bit. One of my favorites. I think my two favorite 40% as of recent have been the is it the F140 from Geon? Geon's little 40 and the Alex 40. Okay, now we need the daughter board. Let me just put this here. Variety is the spice of life, right? So, daughter board, which is where? Let me find it. Ba, 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 ba. Here we are. Yeah, the 722. Oh, that's nice. So this is using what looks to be like a... Is this a fly daughter board? I know it's universal, right? Can't say I'm in love with the Molex connector. I'll give it a little criticism there. You know, can't say I'm in love with it, but it is what it is. A lot of projects do use this. At least it's a universal daughter board, and you can buy these. Would prefer this to just be a regular schmegular one, but it's okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just install this and then put the cable in. Why Molex? I don't know why in this case, but generally people tend to use Molex for projects that need a little bit of space. It's Molex into JST, yeah. I think this fly daughter board, usually that's how it works with this particular one. It's the S1 sister universal daughter board to the C3, yes. I think Canon Keys uses this a lot. Currently sat browsing through your Mantavod to figure out what to go for my build because it's arriving sooner than anticipated. Yes. Cannot wait, dude. Cannot wait at all. Very, very excited. Okay, next up. Putting the felt back in. Install reset grommet hole. Same place as fashion the feet. Okay, so this goes here. And then we're putting this guy. Is that the right way? No, wrong way. This way. All right, so felt is installed, and now we're going to slap in our PCB. This is a pretty fun build, actually. I'm getting a good vibe from this. Interesting. So we're putting this down here. Oh, I see how this works. So now we take those thumb screws. I was wondering what those were for. I just dropped them all. Silly me. Where'd the last one go? One sec, guys. Ugh. And where'd the last one just fall to? Don't take a screenshot of me this time, looking for things on the floor. Oh, man, where did it fall to? My local vendor has some incoming Manta for orders and have quite a few extras. I'm watching their every move. Let's go, dude. I hope you guys enjoy the Mantas when they come. I really, really do. So wait, 1, 2, 3. Where's my last screw? Oh my lord. I couldn't have rolled off very far, could I? Oh, did it fall underneath this? I wonder if it did. No. Fall in my pocket? Where the hell did it go? Not many places this could have fallen. Huh? Is it on the chair? It rolled right out of the room. Yeah. A standalone volume knob? Didn't someone make that? It's over there. Oh my god, where did it roll to? Watch it like be in the most obvious spot ever. Time to clean the rum. Bro. This guy thinks I still say rum. I've trained myself. I don't say that word anymore. I say the vicinity. So no one makes fun of me anymore. No more rum. Okay, pause. Where'd it roll to? It's such a big screw too. How can I not find it? I don't know. How does the pricing model of this work? If you put down $20 deposit and in-stock drop happens, will I miss out? No. You're in line, basically. You're guaranteed. I think they're doing like a limited slot of 20, right? Oh my lord, where did this roll to? Bruh. Clumsy me. Alright, hold on a sec. Check your pockets? That's what I was thinking too, right? What if it fell in my pocket? I don't think it did. Alright, pause for 1 second. Let's just install these three for now. I'm gonna take a break here. Are these magnetic? I don't think so. No. I'm your eye right now, eyeing the Gearhund 60 extras on... I'm right now eyeing the Gearhund 60 extras on Delta. Dude, the extra prices in the EU are crazy high. They are pretty wild. So these just screw in like this. Which is actually kind of neat. I'll find the extra one here. Cable? Oh yes, the cable. Almost forgot about that. Screenshot brigade go. I know I'm gonna get screenshotted. Already know, dude. Where is the GST on this guy? Oh, actually the GST is in a very nice spot. Regret not buying two of the Gearhunds? Really? And this goes in this way. Okay. Now we can screw this in. I would say this stream's not going to be that short. I don't know if they're going to offer a solder PCB for this, but I think a solder PCB would be such a nice addition for this project as well. I really, really do. This is cool, actually. My eye's a little bit better. It's not 100%, but it's getting there. I would say it definitely feels better today, though, which is exactly what you want to hear, right? All right, I'm going to go back to finding this screw. You know what? We all get a nice little 2-minute break here. The one that fell on the ground. Alex, the issues you had with the BIOS-D were fixed, specifically with the plate cutout around the SB. It sounds really nice. Yet another example of why your reviews matter. Thank you, Drew. Glad I got the board now. Very happy with it. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you to say. I will admit, sometimes I do kind of beat up on myself sometimes because I don't think what I say matters sometimes. So it is nice to hear I appreciate it, man. All right, give me a sec. I dropped a screw. It's my own fault. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to take an eagle-eyed view at where the hell it landed here. Put some stuff away too while we're at it. But yeah, my eye's a little bit better. Just a smidge. Which is probably exactly what you want to hear, right? Like, it's getting better. Ooh. Let's see. Did you fall this way underneath all my stuff? I don't think you did, because I would have heard the ding. I got it. It got stuck between my table leg. Oh. Of course, your voice matters. Your comments on the tofu TKL made it great. I appreciate it. I try my best. It's weird though. Like, I don't mean to complain, but sometimes I do feel like I either get crapped on for being too nice or crapped on for making too many comments, or it's like it's never just like good enough. All right, next up. I'm not finished doing my Gearhorn modifications yet. All right, so secure with top case and install keycaps. All right, so the next thing is putting this on. And then we screw it together. Okay, I do wish that one bit, I forget which screws it was, but it does make me switch bits once. I think a lot of it is my tone of voice. It's because I don't yell and scream about things. Actually, hold on. Am I doing this right? Is it supposed to go like this first? There we go. Are you going to join any keycap GBs? I don't know. There's a lot of nice ones, huh? I don't have anything right now that I'm like itching to get. What about you guys? Wait a second, did I do something wrong here? I think I did something wrong here. 1 second. Let me see. How do these screw in? Am I missing something for these two pieces? PBT Fans Thermal starts production next week. Did that GB already... Or was it a GB or what was it? Now I don't remember. 1 sec, guys. Are you joining Greg V2? What do you guys think? Should I join Greg? Okay, I'm not really seeing how these two front pieces screw in, so just give me a moment to figure that out, guys. Buy 5 sets? Who, me? I don't know if I want to buy 5 sets. I don't know about that one. Maybe I'm a little clueless on how these two particular front screws screw in. I almost feel like these are the wrong screws, but they're the right screws. C, right? Oh, no, A. Well, it's still 1.5 hex. Let's see. How does this screw in? All right, so I think I'm having one little issue here. Screws under the board. No, am I missing something here? 1 second. So there's supposed to be 2 screws that go into the front over here, but this is the front. I think the front is either missing something, kind of like how this has the 2 screw ports over here. But I'm not sure. Or maybe it's supposed to go... Yeah, it says to put 2 screws in the front. But the screws basically just go through and then that's it. There's nothing to screw it into. So I will say from a makes sense. Well, it doesn't say to put them into the side. I mean, that also would make sense too, right? But I think that's where those handles go. Right? I'm not 100% sure. Let's put the ones in the back for now. I'm missing anything. That's my bad. I was missing 2 threaded inserts. Can't believe it. I'm so sorry. Oh, Sean, how are you doing? You're all good, man. Well, I mean, that's the fun part about doing this, right? So we are missing 2 threaded inserts for the front. I will build the board. Should be fine without it for now. But just so you guys know, it's missing 2 pieces. We should be, I guess, yeah, we should be fine for now. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Yeah, I feel like these 2 pieces should be also on these pieces, so just as a heads up. But this is also, just so you guys know too, this is also why doing pre-production stuff is very important. What are these? Are these like the risers for the foot? Yeah, these are these. I think these go here. That's smart too, actually. So you can have 2 different typing angles for the keyboard. That's pretty smart. So what's this? Should be 2 identical silver inserts in the front, just like the back. Okay, makes sense. Oh, anti-Cs. Okay. I don't think I need this for anything, but cool that it's in there. Here is the board without any keycaps. What do you guys think? This is cute. Yeah, this is super cute so far. Now, I guess the next thing is figuring out keycaps. Also, small little note here too for the designer. This is a little close for my liking. If you could somehow, I don't know if it's possible to get a different threaded insert for the side here, but it's pressing right up against the side of the switch. It shouldn't, honestly, this probably shouldn't matter, but I think just my brain wants it to have just a small gap so it doesn't have like a weird sound or anything. Just right over here. I think that also is just a little piece of criticism I have. Some very small notes all around for this board so far, but... Alright, so... I feel like I should just do wob. I feel like nothing else is going to hold a candle to how good just wob is going to look on this. But I don't know. Do I do wob? I feel like I do. I feel like I gotta. Shoshin? Alright, let me go find Shoshin. Do I have Shoshin in a box, or is it one of those little plastic crates? No, I don't remember. Oh, that was fast. I think I found it. Terra Drive? Okay, also, Shoshin's on a board, so give me a second to figure out what board it's on. That's a great question now. What board is Shoshin on? I wasn't prepared for
Remember,
Shoshin.
you need a set that supports the Funny 40s layout.
I don't think I have many sets that are going to be like that, though. Thank you, though, for the reminder, AMD. I think, unfortunately, I am limited on what I have for 40s. So, we're going to have to play some fill-in-the-blank games. Let's see. Shoshin. I'm not sure. I have a set of bows somewhere. Is Shoshin on the key cult? I think it is. One sec. I have to unearth it. Pretty sure it is. I hate this one door on my cabinet. It never stays open. Gotta move a whole bunch of stuff to get to it, so just give me a moment. Is this Shoshin? Oh, you know what? It's not Shoshin, but I mean, shoot. That would look nice on this too. Where is my Shoshin set? Okay, give me a moment. I don't know where Shoshin is. It's on Classic TKL? Okay, the Classic TKL is in here then. I have Noir on a Classic TKL. Would Noir work for you guys? How's Noir? Yes or no? I feel like Noir would be a good one. Yeah, let's do Noir. Shoshin, I have no clue which keyboard I have on. Plus, I actually think I have extra caps for Noir too, which works. Noir build today. Gotta find my campaign for it. Noir. Okay, let's see. What does the layout look like on the website? Something dropped in there. Actually, a blank keycap set would look sick on this too. Yeah, the price is quite high. It's $450. We mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. I'm not defending it or anything. Like, I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. It's a small batch project. I don't expect this to be cheap. I think the easiest way that if you guys kind of like want to look at this too, it's being handled by one person who's also outsourcing, or not so much outsourcing, but it seems like a lot of people have contributed. And unfortunately, when a lot of people contribute to something, that costs money. So even in the instruction manual, here it is, it says like, thanks to this person for helping with this or supplying this thing. So again, these things do have a cost. I do not think this is going to be a little value board. I think this is going to be someone's little project who they put together and want to make a few things. Actually, that's a question I had for Sean as well, if he's still in chat right now, is this being produced in the United States? Like, realistically, this is going to be something that you're going to want very specifically. People are too used to QWERTY keys and metrics with their pricing. The race to the bottom is such garbage to me. Yeah, again, I don't want to sit here and be like, here's where the cost has come. Like, you know, like I don't want to like, I think you put it pretty gracefully too, Phoenix, where I don't want to like audit exactly where the pennies are come from, because I do feel like people are still able to get paid. But I also want to point out that, hey, if this is not aligning with your idea of like value, then pass. Easy pass, right? I think that's very valid. If this does not align with value. What should I put here? What exactly would go here anyways? I think this is where the enter is supposed to go, right? Now, the question is, I don't think I have a small interface, but maybe we'll put caps lock here for the time being. Okay. So I am noticing a little something on this that I think is worth noting as well, Sean. I think these do need to be shortened because the keycap is interfering and touching these just ever so slightly as it bottoms out. So these little things here, either they need to be shortened or it needs to be maybe like a press-in way of inserting those. I guess this is for the top case, but I think these two here should just be fully removed or lowered on the case if necessary. So when I put a keycap here, you can see it kind of locks into position unless I, you know, and then even then it kind of like presses down on one side only. So all the components are fabricated in the US except for the PCB. The hardware and also sourced from US suppliers to the case screws are from a Japanese manufacturer. So there you guys go. Manufactured in the United States and all parts fabricated in the States is going to be expensive. But yes, so some other, I think this is the only major criticism I probably have for you. I think these two side screws or these side applications here definitely need to be moved. You can even hear it impact a little bit. Okay, next up, so what are these? It's like a 1U here? I think so, right? Well, I think it's fair that people are discussing it. I mean, I think people are inclined to discuss their purchases and where they find value in things. Now, what should I put here? Do I have a little short shift for that? Hence the questions to value. I love the design of the board. Thanks for pointing that out. Wish I could have tested it with a few more profiles. Oh, no worries. What did you test it with out of curiosity? I wonder if this is going to do the same thing on this side, but I don't know what I'm looking for here. What do I need to find? Oh, here's a short shift. Aha, I have one. Beautiful. And then let's take the contrition. Let's take these two. Make it fun a little bit over here. And then what the hell can I put here? Would tab fit here? No, it does not. I think I need a 1 point... Actually, what is that? A 1.25? I might have to put back. Oh, no, that doesn't fit either. Definitely a 1.25 then. So, I apologize, guys. I don't have all the 40s kits in the world. I think I legitimately only have one 40s kit. I'll put super here. And then I guess I can just put anything here. Let's put print for funsies. Actually, no, let's find delete. I guess I would need this delete here. That's super. So this one here doesn't impact. It seems to be just this side. Which, I'll be honest, this side seems like it's a little higher for some weird reason. Let me see something quick. While we dive in deeper on the board here. Drop that too. Goddamn, I'm dropping everything today. I think maybe the... I don't know where that is, actually. Maybe the switches making it seem like it's... Actually, yeah. Okay. So, I'll stand on this. The one major criticism I have, Sean, I think... Let me pause the music for a sec. These two pieces right here. So, you can see this sits a little high. But then this one, I think the reason it doesn't seem as high is because it's getting latched onto this keycap. I think my solution is to bring this back a lot, or just simply remove these and figure out a different solution for mounting the top case, which I'll show you guys here in a bit as well. This makes the switch almost impossible to remove. And this one here makes it so the keycap doesn't sit nicely on this. So this is probably my only major piece of criticism on this entire build. Everything else is like minor little things that I feel like could be improved on. I also don't know if just because the case is not locking into place nicely here too, because we were missing a screw. No, same thing, I can feel it touching. Okay. And then last but not least, let's just install the last few keycaps here. Want to grab this delete. All right. Yes, it's like folded steel, kind of like the float. All right, board is technically done. This is cute. This turned out pretty cool. Despite a few quirks. I like the aesthetic of this a lot. I guess we'll leave the feet on for now. Maybe we'll take those off to see what it sounds like in 0 degree. Cool. Now, I do want to see, what does this little ambient LED thing look like? Oh, I just clicked something. Do I wish to remove this? No. Put this here for a sec. Where's the USB-C? Ah, okay. So it does have a little bit of a glow. Reminds me of audio equipment with that. That is cool. Here, I'll show you guys with the lights off. I wish I had a better way to show you guys. Has a bit of a glow. I would say this is a bit brighter in person. My cameras are not really set to be in the dark right now, so... Yeah, it's giving vintage for sure. Definitely giving vintage looks. Alright, so we'll type on this now and then we'll take a look at the other accessories with this board as well. Let's see what it looks like. Or sounds like, rather. So this is with the feet on. KeyGeek Ashes, aluminum plate. Or I guess, is this steel plate? I have to double check on that. But the metal plate. Sounds pretty good, actually. Mind you, this is the bigger space bar, like you can do split. I'm sure split's going to sound a bit different, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. It's a pretty comfortable type, and you guys can see this is that issue that I have with the side over here. It's not staying nicely. You can actually hear it clicking because it's touching the side there, but this has that piece of felt at the bottom, but I probably wouldn't remove that. Huh, Key Geek Ashes. And then if I remove the feet, let's just say we didn't want an inclined, how much does this affect the sound? Gotta admit, I really like these feet. I don't mind either or. Wow, this is pretty nice. All right. And then here's the knobs, which you can't really hear, but they're tactile knobs. So you can feel the steps. All right. I'll zoom in for you guys too to take a look. So here's the overall build. So I would say, overall, I really like the project. It does have some stuff that absolutely needs refining. Well, one thing that needs absolute refining before this gets, I would say, shipped out to people. And it would be these two side pieces, these two side screws. That is the only thing I really think really needs to be dialed in here because it's currently not working as intended. This one here is working fine, but for whatever reason, this side here is contacting things. Well, I don't know. I don't think 450 has any inclination for, or not inclination, but like, I don't think it has anything to reflect on Molex. I think that's just the connector. I would like to see, like my second thing is I would like to see maybe a non-Molex connector. It's only, yeah, I agree with Phoenix. It's only on the daughter board side. That's my own personal gripe, though. I feel like it doesn't matter in the long run for some people. I just feel like Molex is just not the most like long-term fixture inside of a keyboard. That's it. The vibe of this board is hella fun, though. I really like the overall vibe. You did an excellent job just really nailing the overall aesthetic here. The sound profile is fantastic. The build experience was a lot of fun. There's some more things, too, that this thing sells with. These aren't included, but they sell with it, which we're going to take a look at now. Yeah, I feel like this is not quite a full DIY project, like in terms of soldering on diodes and stuff, but it does have some fun stuff to it. So, do I have to assemble these parts too? I think I might. This is going to be another fun part. This also comes with like a lid, which I'm excited to take a look at too. Okay, we're going to assemble one more thing. Hey, another instruction manual. Let's go. I think I got everything out of this box. Again, I gotta say, guys, I like projects like this. I know some people might go like, it's just a 40. Stuff like this always reminds me of why I got into keyboards. I really do appreciate stuff like this a lot, man. Like, they're just so much fun, even if they're not 100% perfect. Okay, so let's take out all the parts for now. Yeah, I would say this is very custom for sure. This is the tray that they advertised for having too. I mean, it's just a tray. If you guys want to see how that looks on the side, it seems to be the same height in stuff as this. So this is your personal effects tray that comes as a separate purchase. It's a tray. I'll leave this here for the time being. And then this is the lid, which is very interesting. Now, and this is a piece of leather as well for the lid, which is really cool. Let's get this assembled. Another piece of leather here. Okay. Lid is an optional accessory. Oh, another big manual. It's fun. So, begin with the assembly, top upside down. So we need this piece, flip this over. Boom. We're gonna grab this piece. And this goes this way, it looks like. Okay. Next up, we're going to put some screws in. Okay. The synth hobby? I don't know if this is synthesizer. Oh god, I cannot even say the word. I would ask the designer about that, but synthesizer. The keyboard looks like it can be installed into a PC case, like a disc reader. It does look a little bit like that, yeah. Can this be rack mounted? Dude, that would have been absolutely next level. But I don't know how many people are actually going to even have something like that. Would you try trying to configure the mode Sonnet 75 for a silent build? Would it be pretty silent if I just used the palm plate? I mean, as long as you're using silent switches, you can go with the palm plate. You don't even really need to put in foam. You can if you want to get that extra level of quiet, but I would say you're going to be fine. You'll be a-okay. All right, and now I need, what are those, 2 latches? What are these things? Install latch tops. These things. Well, this is cool. So these go on the side. And this uses... Let me check what screw this is. Okay, these are the countersunk screws, which I believe uses a different bit. So let me grab that out of the box. Dude, if I had some vintage looking keycaps too, this would have been like the perfect pairing for it, for sure. Countersunk, latch. And these are going in this way. Which one would you rate the best? Polygon, TB65F, or NV70? The Polygon was the most fun out of all of those. But as for like, what's the best? Like, do you mean sound profile wise? This is cool. Keyboards are cool as hell. I'd rather keep my $40. Absolutely, dude. I think this is good feedback for the designer too. Okay, so next up, place strap handle onto the standoffs with the smooth side facing down. So that would be like this. Place tool sleeves onto standoffs, flaps facing up. So I guess those are the tool sleeves. Hold on a sec. Do I have to flip this over? No. Flap side up, so like this. Okay. Now, we are kind of building IKEA furniture, yeah. I mean, dude, I'm having a blast building this. I'll tell you what. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Okay. Okay, so now we have to put some more screws into this guy, which are back to the A screws, so we're going to swap. On a scale of 1 to Gunpla, I mean, I wouldn't say Gunpla's anything like keyboard stuff. It's very different. Is there going to be regional vendors? I would refer back to the website. I haven't actually got to see the buy page because it was going live as the stream started. But I don't think so. All right, and then we're using hand screws, which I believe are these, for those parts. But I do have some notes on this before we finish up today. Bye, 2000. Love you, buddy. This is cool, man. All right, so next up, we got to put some more of these little grommets on. So these are the softer ones, easier to use. You know, I think I probably would have put these on first, but it's okay. I feel like these would have been easier to do first. But these are soft enough, I guess. What do you think has the best sound? I mean, most memorable out of all of those was the NV70. Wait, what is Alex building? A tool case. It's the top portion of this particular build. It's not squeezing in here. It's like a cover. Seems worth it just for the whimsy. I mean, I'm having fun building this, I'll tell you that much. All right, so next up, these get installed on this. And this is basically it. So this is this portion. What's this internal strap for? Oh, to cover and block that so it doesn't hit them. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, next up is these. So these get installed. Guess we clamp them down first. How do these get installed? Oh, like this. Okay. Countersunk screws. The other bits. Oops. Let me move this out of the way. There's one. Where do you shop from for components if you're building a keyboard from the ground up? I have a vendor list on my website, but in terms of like my favorite shops, I also have that on the same page. It's just the vendor list. Realistically, I think like if you were to shop anywhere, I mean, there's Novel Keys, Omnitype. KBD Fans is also probably one of the easiest ones to shop from if you just want like a kit from the ground up. Divinity has been great. A whole bunch of different vendors, right? All right, so now this essentially just goes on like this. How does this work exactly? I've never really used something like this. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. Oh. Dude. And there you go. You've locked up your keyboard. And now it's travel ready where nothing can touch the top. Bento box? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's really cool. That is a lot of fun. I've seen this being, I've seen this incorporated elsewhere on a keyboard. Like, I've seen boards like this with a lid or just something to cover the top, but this is one of the most interesting ways I've ever seen it implemented. That is really cool. Okay, so to go over everything, because I think now it's worth... And this is that little tray thing again. I'm not going to install the feet on this guy, but... Okay, for what it's worth, let's go over everything now, and let's see where this kind of lands. Take the cover off, you have a keyboard. This is fun. That's a lot of fun, man. You know, okay, I have another suggestion. So, if you're traveling with this, right? I guess you could technically just put these on the bottom and travel with these already installed. How? Oh wait, is this for this? Is this what this is for? To put the feet in? Never mind, you already did that. I think this is where the feet get stored. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That is super, super smart. That's cool. I really appreciate this. This is fun. So, the small piece of leather is for the hex keys. Oh, get out of here, really? Oh, true, you could store your tools in here. Where's the hex keys? I don't think I used them because I've used a screwdriver, but if you have a hex key, you can just... Yeah, you can just pop these in. That's smart. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that goes nicely. Here, I'll show you guys. The hex key just fits right in there, and then you can travel with the tool in case you need it. So, okay. I think I have a lot to go over. First of all, I have to say I really appreciate how different this project is. This was a lot of fun to take a look at. I will honestly say this has legitimately been one of the most fun boards I think I've looked at in a very long time. This was a blast. However, it's not perfect, and I do think there are some stuff that I would urge the designer to take a look at some stuff. Number one, these side screws that go in to hold these clasps. I don't know if maybe they need to be positioned a little bit differently, or again, just the way that these interact internally definitely is causing a bit of a problem with at least one of the keys and one of the switches. Is it game breaking for something like this? Like, no, it'll still actuate, but clearly that sounds a bit off and even actuates a bit weird. Internally, I think I would like to see those thicker gaskets. I don't know if this is possible. I'm assuming it is, though. Maybe just a bit softer, so it's a little easier to stick those in on the PCB. Not the end of the world. I don't think that was something that I really thought, oh man, like I can't stand this. The Molex connector on the daughter board, to each their own. This is my own personal preference on this. Somewhat objective. Molex connectors do have kind of a finite lifespan, and it's not even for the Molex connector itself. It's, believe it or not, the plastic. I find the plastic is really brittle on these connectors. I don't foresee you opening this up a lot, so the Molex connector shouldn't be that big of a deal. But definitely something I would look into. My unit didn't have the front screws over here, so again, it's not going to sit 100% flush, but obviously, you know, goes without saying, those front connectors, or I guess screw threadings should be there. Past that, I don't think I had a lot of issues with this board. It was a blast to build. Some positives, really fun. It comes with some different layouts. The PCB was really good. Very well thought out. Like, obviously there's some bits that I wish were a little bit more well thought out, but man, this was just a lot of fun. Following the instructions, going along with this, something very different after, you know, years of building keyboard stuff, is also just refreshing. The top case on this is a lot of fun as well. The board sounds good. You know, it has some cool LED effects over here too. I think there's a lot to love about this project. If you guys are interested, this is, for the most part, as Sean said, made in the United States. It is going to be pricey, and I think this is probably going to be the next little point of conversation. $450 is not cheap. However, I don't think this is going to be someone's everyday keyboard. And you know what? I apologize. Sorry, it might be someone's everyday keyboard. I think this is going to be a project in which you're going to have to want, you're going to have to really want, you're going to have to love the idea of this project. It is not value driven. If you want value, if you want best bang for your buck, there's a lot of other projects. This is a small batch project, and it makes sense, you know, and people can argue and disagree with me. I'm sorry, but like I gotta say it makes sense. This is done in the US. It's by a small designer, and there's only 40. Which, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, why don't they scale up? I actually don't really recommend first-time designers or project runners scaling up past like a few units. I really don't think so. Don't think that's a good idea. I've seen that happen, and I've seen it go sideways. Would I like to see this be a bit cheaper? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude, this at $300 would have been such a fun little project, but I don't know if that's even feasible at $300. So, you know, where I think to the designer this would be a very fun thing to do is maybe get a vendor to run this for you and then see if that can help adjust pricing at all to get it lower. But again, I'll be real with you guys. This was also $550, $100 more. This little Alex 40. And I don't think anyone really at the time was like, I mean, I think some people were. But this was also $100 more. Smaller little projects, believe it or not, end up costing more. And actually, this draws a lot of parallels with this too. This project was, I think, $550. But this was, for the most part, I think everything but the PCB was made in Tokyo. Same idea here, smaller project, made in the United States, has some cool features to it. It's not easy to run boards. This is also hand dyed too. It's not also very easy to run boards at a smaller scale done locally, right? So again, if the project really interests you, I really like the group buy design model that Sean's running here with the project as well. The deposit, and then, you know, having a refundable deposit when this goes in stock, I think is a great idea to do. So you don't feel locked in, especially if your mind changes or something comes up. I really like the lid idea. Again, my only gripe, which again, I need this to get fixed before I can really say like, yes, get this. I would definitely want to work on these side pieces here. I feel like for the price of this project, I would want this side piece with the screws to be flawless. Other than that, goddamn, what a fun little project. Super glad we got to look at this, man. Super glad. Really fun. IMO, unique stuff like this deserves higher price tags. I can see some people being very excited about this and don't mind paying the price at all. I'm in the same boat, and that's why I'm not making a huge deal on it. Also, like, listen, man, this probably wasn't easy to design from the ground up and to make something where it's fun to install, and I really commend that. I think it's awesome. If they made a standalone volume knob, I might take a serious look. Dude, if they made, idea for Sean here, if you made just a small little thing with like a grill like this with some like fun little lighting, and it had just some volume knobs and it was just a small little piece, that'd be really cool. That would be neat. Fun, man. This is really cool. This is really cool. It would be. Yeah, I'd pick up something like that too for the desk. This is the... Oh, so this is just... Oh, what the hell? This is going through all my scenes? I don't know what these are all bound to at the moment. Oh, shit. I'm going through way too many scenes. And this is volume. I don't know. This is page up, page down, maybe? Beats me. Fantastic feedback. I really appreciate it. Definitely hit some things that were on my radar and also some things I wish I would have encountered in testing. Thank you. Anytime. I'm glad you're... Listen, man, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people here. I think feedback and getting stuff really dialed in is like something we all want to see in these more expensive projects. I really appreciate you taking the feedback seriously and all that too. Like, that's fantastic. Every cam but foot cam. I don't got one of those. I am extremely over the moon with this. I think this is cool. I just, again, little things need to be fixed. Really fun project, dude. The origin of the lighting was actually as a companion piece to the keyboard. Then when they merge, we'll be taking a look. Okay. That'd be cool. I would like to see some other stuff. I do not have a foot cam, bro. This is so cool, too. This lid. Fix something. No, that was just me, Niz. The only other... Wait, sorry. There was one more thing, Sean. One more tiny little thing. If it's at all possible... Actually, maybe it doesn't matter as much. I would maybe like to see some labeling on the packaging. That's it. Very small request. I don't think it matters if you do or don't, but it would feel a little more premium to kind of like sync things up with what's on the manuals. By the way, love this manual too. This is great. Yeah, you can use this as a wrist rest too, by the way, if you really want. This was what it's designed for, is to use it as a wrist rest. It's in their documentation on the website too. So you can just do that. Really cool. I don't know if this loads up in VIA at the moment, but like also, I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't load into VIA. No, it doesn't. Right now, VIA is, I don't know. I'm starting to lament it a little bit, to be honest with you. Can you type again to see if the latches rattle now that they're installed? Like these ones? Yeah, for sure. No, they don't. I don't think they do. At least I'm not hearing them rattle. It might... Let me see. No, I think that's something else inside there, Cheese. It might even be the stab. Maybe I need to tune it a little bit. I mean, the board sounds good, too. You can't deny it. It does sound good. A solenoid would have been super cool in this, too. Man, I know I'm gushing over this a little bit, but this is nice, bro. This is a fun little project. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. I feel like when we get to see keyboards, they're pretty standard fare. We kind of comment on, you know, the usuals or if something really stands out. But this is a fun, very fun, unique project. Very, very cool. I am... It's cool. I mean, dude, you could totally sticker bomb the top of this, bro. This would be so cool. Good use of whimsy. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I can tell some love went into this. You could totally sticker bomb this. Yeah, I don't... Like, listen. I don't think a lot of people are gonna, like, jump to grab a 40, you know? At least, not that I know. But, dude, if you like 40s, this is a fun one. Dude, I haven't had this much fun in a long time either. I'm over the moon watching someone else put it together. I'm happy. It was a fun build together. I think the instruction manual was excellent as well. If you flip the lid, does the keyboard rest inside of it? I don't think the keyboard would. No, because it has like these on it. These over here. So it kind of has like a lip on the inside. It would rest on top of it. Not that I don't think you'd want that though. This is so cool. Very, very fun. I'm getting this to run my music setios. Oh, you're gonna pick one up, Alex? Yeah, a 65 or 60 would honestly have me really consider it. Sean, I'm gonna say this too, man. I love 40s. I think they're awesome. Like I said, I'm a bit of an addict when it comes to collecting these and having certain ones on my display. If you ever feel like running a 60 or 65 with this exact same format, I'm sure there would be some different people willing to pick one up. Weird hearing Alex talk about himself? No, I'm talking to Alex. Alex D. Come on, bro. This is cool. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to go show my girlfriend. It's always a good stream when I go to run to go show my girlfriend after I'm done. Usually I go upstairs and I'm like, babe, look at this thing. Don't compare me with this side, Alex. Huh? Yeah, it locks up and has a handle and everything, comic. listen, I also don't want to do this with it in case it falls, but it seems like it locks pretty good. I probably wouldn't be aggressive with this, though. I'd be fine dropping 800 on this if it was 65. This is cool, man. I'm sorry. I really like this project. It's going to look even better, too, when the bottom has screws in it, but my unit does not have the screws here. This would be cool and silent, but also it sounded good with regular switches, too, so... Dude, sticker bombing this would be so much fun. Alright, well, fun build. I don't think we need to do more final notes here. I always kind of overdo it with final notes. But I will say, because this is a bit expensive, and with any purchase, please be financially responsible. If this interests you and you're like, oh boy, this is exactly something up my alley, I'm going to appreciate something like this, and you don't have the money, don't do it. It's as simple as that. Times are a little tough right now, you know? Everyone's feeling it. Be financially responsible, please. It's $450 for this. And the lid is, oh god, I don't remember the lid price. It's a different price. It's like 100 and something. On another note, this is a passion project, clearly. If you guys are interested in picking it up, the link's in the description. There's only going to be, 40 units, I think, of this, or maximum of 40 units. Fun project. I gotta give it to Sean. Sean, if you end up having a Discord or something for more communication, I would love to see that as well. I don't know if you do, but that'd be awesome. I'll give a hats off to Sean here. This is one of the most interesting and fun builds I've had in what feels like forever. I want to see more shit like this in the hobby, dude. This is a blast. I had a good time. It's clever, it's beautifully designed. I hope enough folks buy it to fund future projects in bigger sizes. I agree. I hope there's interest. I hope this finds, clearly this is for a niche. Let's be real. And I hope it finds the niche. I really do. But until then, guys, until next time, which I think we're streaming tomorrow. Actually, I don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow. Let me find out. I really don't remember. Oh, we're actually going to be looking at a... if this came in, I'm not sure. We're going to be doing a Hall effect board. I won't spoil it. It's using some new switches. Some more hype switches, and then we're building a Manta this week, as well as oh god, you guys told me how to pronounce that. I already forgot. The Yara, and then the Juna. So very, very fun week. Manta, the Yara, am I saying that right? Yara, and then the Juna, and then also some HE stuff. How's the eyeball? It's still there, but it is what it is. Yare, okay. Juna's hype. Juna is hype. All right, though, guys, let's go find someone to raid. No, I never built the Ramune. No tofu pad. I actually thought today's stream would be a little bit quicker, but we ended up spending more time than I thought. If you guys are down, I might go live again later tonight to do the tofu pad. If you guys want, I probably will. I just need a little break right now. I need to get some more food because I'm actually kind of hungry. We'll break it up. I thought today was going to take like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not going to lie. That's why I was going to do two things. But, all right, though, guys. If it weren't too late, well, I'll ping you guys. I'll do an everyone ping. All right, though, guys. Let's find someone to raid, though. Please rest your eyes. You only get 2. Yeah, honestly, I probably shouldn't be streaming that long with my eye thing going on, too, huh? That's probably not a super smart idea. I never really thought about that. Okay. Oh, Yuri's streaming. I feel like I haven't seen Yuri in a while. Let's go raid Yuri. Love this guy. You guys have a good one. Love you guys and talk to you very, very, very soon. Bye, everybody. See ya. Take it easy. Keep the lighting low. Yeah, I definitely will. See you guys. Bye-bye.